Morning folks, joining me here on another chilly morning. Massey Dave, hope you're all well. Thank you for comments and likes as always, and welcome new subscribers, been a few more, much appreciated. Yeah, we're going to get the headlights out of the way, head off for MOT shortly, hopefully get this one done and dusted, and then another day of thrills and spills. So let's go and lock the workshop up and head on down there. Sat down here waiting, just doing a trailer. So that shouldn't take too long to do, then we can get in here and get done and sorted. And it's flipping cold. Looks like it could snow. Anyway, got the wheel trims put back on. We did have a little problem with brake light this side. It didn't work. Fiddled with it. It worked. So I just got back, I wedged that up, and we're going to see if it's still working. If it is, happy days. What have we got? Oh look, brake light working. And the other side. If it works, it works. Can't do any more than that in the cold workshop. I haven't bothered putting the heater on because I'm on my own, so I just put up with it. So we're going to have a quick coffee in a minute. I've had a quick tinkle with this bit I was making yesterday. I got myself another bit of board, something a bit more substantial rather than the tiny little bit I had there previously. So we just mocked this up where it's got to go, so we can tack this together. Obviously I've had an old one and marked the holes through, so I can clamp it down, drill back through so we get the holes in the right place. Not you can see them there, but they are underneath. Right, well, that's one welded together on the corners. Now I got it clamped in place, I'm going to mark the holes on the other side, then we can drill those through. But it's pretty spot on measurement wise, looking good. It's turned up for a fan belt, but it's going to be staying there because there's other bits that have happened. I'll show you what's broken. Apparently there's a little switch on here. Oh, there's a switch, which is meant to be saying the steps are closed, but yeah, so give it a bit of a claim. There's something else. Oh, broken curb mirror. I think that was it. Where the forklift was part 2 is there, which is right in line with that. I thought, ideal. We can put a strap on that, winch that back out, at least we can get it closed up to be able to repair it. So we'll give it a bit of wind up and hopefully pull it out. But it has cracked on that side, but that could be welded. I've just bent that bar there. Strap in there to the chassis. I'll pull this one back in a bit, and that one out of the forklift to pull that out a bit. It's a lot better. Well, a good dose of heat on that bit. So cover the light up with a nice wet rag. Plenty of heat on it. Keep the tension on that. And now we've got it back to somewhere near where it should be. It actually, yeah, not looking too bad. A little bit tight. Needs a bit of persuasion. Probably bend that bracket down, but so it's really catching on the strap over there. That's what that noise is. But yeah, bit of heat and persuasion. We've got it back nearly straight. We're winning. I couldn't pull the handle anymore, so I'm using my fat weight on here. Bounce up and down. You can see it's flexing it out. But yeah, it's pretty well back to where we want it. It didn't do that an hour ago. So we'll sort the switch out, we'll check that, reassemble it. Do need to put a little bit of weld on there and a bolt in there. What can you do? That's enough of truck stuff for a minute. Got some parts ordered, mirror and a temperature sender for that. We'll weld that thing up the other day, but I didn't bring my multimeter with me because I took it home, so I can't test the electrics to see if the buzzer's working and which wire's which. So that's a future Dave job. So back in here, we're on with the second one of these now, getting it fettled to fit and ready to weld up. Making good use of the brass block. It just stops you blowing a hole in because it just absorbs the heat, and yeah, so we can grind this one up. We've got all the holes drilled now. Oh, one more weld to do there. Missed that one. We've got this bit locked out for where the windscreen wiper sits. As you cut that out, you've got to trim it down to size and fit it back in again. And you've got 50 other little bits here that go in like that. Right. two of those done. We've got some other bits chopped up there ready for that one. So we'll glue this together. Cut out, welded in. 2 brackets to make for either end. I'm waiting for another sheet of mesh to come for this, which is flipping expensive stuff. Then we can make the grills up to go in there. Right, that one's going. I move this one down and I'm going myself. So I'll hopefully see that one again in a year's time. Well, it's nice to be home with a nice fire, warming up. Dave's under the table, quite happy with his squeaky toys, and having a beer. Yeah, morning folks, Saturday morning. Hope you're all well. It's not as cold, but it's still damp and horrible. Thought I'd come down and just finish off this other inlet grill, get the bit cut out for the windscreen wiper bit, and yeah, just tidied up. Can't do much more on these until I get the mesh, which will be Tuesday. That's an extortionate amount of money for that stuff. So we'll get this done. Might load a bit of scrap up and get rid of some rubbish. So not an awful lot happening today, but there we go. And next week, busy week with trucks, unfortunately, but pays the bills. So yeah, we got obviously that one out there for MOT. I got one coming in tomorrow to get ready for MOT for Friday. Another one in on Monday for inspection with, I think, a rake of repairs need doing. Lights not working, so I've been informed. Yeah, still got a fan belt down the road to go and do, and I've still got that one out there that turned up with the step yesterday. Stuff turning up Monday for that, parts for that. So that'll be the state of play for next week. So fair warning, it's mostly truck stuff. And I'm hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that Massey Penny might be back in for light duties next week. We'll see how she feels. But thank you for your messages, etc. regarding her. So yeah, it's been truly missed here, because I can't really have banter with myself, even though I have to talk to myself to ask for a expert opinion. So I've got a bit chopped out, trim that one down the size, put it in there, fold out the 2 little bits that go in the back, on the sides, weld that in, a couple of corners to weld up, clean it up. Job done on this one for now. Made up the little brackets that go inside to hold the mesh in place. So just got to weld the nuts on there, and they're ready. So I've made a spare one, so we've got a spare template for that. Yeah, find some nuts, weld those on there. Right, that's the nuts welded on. When I do it, a bit hot still, or you start welding on the steel and then go up to the nut, because you're trying to weld the nut first, you end up pushing it and put it on the skew. So weld to the steel, then up to the nut. So we take the bolts out like we have here, and I've got a 1/4 inch UNC tap. Just going to run that through the bolt, the nuts, and make sure the thread's clean, because you won't get a bit of splatter or something on the end of the nut. Anyway, that's how I do it. Now for a smashing time. Let's go up in there. That don't want to break very well. Jeez. I'm going to find something a bit sharper. Right, we've got the corner of that. Let's go out now. Flip me. Well, I'll be buggered. That don't want to break very well. Got there in the end. That did take some bloody beating. But well, I'm on my way to get rid of this bit of scrap and then go see me aunt. Then a few jobs to do at home, so there ain't going to be much more content to bore you with today. Yeah, sorry if there'll be much banter. Hopefully Massey Penny will be back soon. But I get thinking about this YouTube algorithm stuff. Baffles the hell out of me. Me and computers, I can get by. Yeah, do the basics. But trying to put a good thumbnail up, a title of something that's all relevant and that's happened in the video, might be a play on words. Somebody said don't use clickbait. Well, I don't try and use clickbait or anything like that, because it's a picture of something that's happened, done, we're working on, with a title that hopefully catches the eye. So I can only show you what we do, try and portray what goes on, how we go about things, and overcome problems, because the brain's always thinking. Like I said, I've got to, sometimes I always talk to myself, so I need some common sense and some superior advice. So I'll leave you to think of that. If you've got any suggestions how to make things work better, because say, you know, there's 4,900 subscribers now, so thank you each and every one of you. Much appreciated. Whether you watch them all or not, entirely up to you. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. You know, I'm not doing this like some of the bigger people, you know, who make loads of money out of it. You know, I don't make much. It's some beer tokens, which, yeah, it's very nice just for recording what we're doing. As I said, portraying how we make stuff, fix stuff, pull it apart. So yeah, drop me a comment. In the meantime, thanks for watching. As always, drop us a comment. I'll get back to you. I make an effort to reply to every comment by one means or another. A thumbs up, thank you, cheers. You know, if there's something relevant we can have a little conversation about, I will try. So yeah, anybody new watching this, give us a little thumbs up, hit the old sub button, and anyway, look after yourselves, have a great weekend. I'll catch you later.